What's up you guys, Josh here with the MC Recon channel, and today I'm going to go everything you need to do in order to get your bike ready for long-term storage. As a reminder, I am new to owning a motorcycle, so if you want to follow along with me as I learn the ins and outs of owning a motorcycle and I share that information with you guys, consider subscribing, liking the video, and hitting the notification bell so you're alerted anytime I post a new video. So you're approaching your first winter season and you're ready to store your bike. What are all the things that you need to do in order to do that properly so that by the time spring rolls back around, you're ready to go without too much maintenance? Now, these are the steps that I've researched and have decided to do myself. It may not be all inclusive, but it's what I'm gonna do, and you guys can follow along if you'd like. So first, you wanna go ahead and get the bike nice and clean. That's all of the metal surfaces, the paint, the lights, mirrors, everything. Once that's done, you can go ahead and apply some wax to the paint, and this is what I use in case you're curious. And that'll help protect the paint over the next couple months. You may also want to get a bike cover, which I'll do, but it's not going to be part of this video. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and fill it up with the high test fuel that it needs, in my case 93 octane, as well as mix in some fuel stabilizer. So let me go ahead and finish filling this up. You want to fill the tank at about 90% capacity. So this is a 4-gallon tank, so I'm going to put about 3.6 gallons in the tank before I add the fuel stabilizer. All right, so next I'm just gonna use some of this fuel stabilizer. This is for storage, and it treats up to 80 gallons, and keeps fuel fresh for up to 24 months. In our case, 30 millimeters of this treats about 2.5 gallons. So we've got about 3.5 gallons in there, so I'm gonna do a little bit of math and see how many milliliters we need to put in. So in our case, we need about 42 milliliters poured in. All right, now that that's in, I'm gonna lift the bike up, stand it straight up once again, close the fuel cap, and then run it for about another minute or so. Really allow that to mix in. All right, you guys, last thing you wanna do, and this is highly recommended, but get a set of front and rear stands for your bike. This is gonna enable you to lift the bike up off of the ground and make sure that you don't have to move the bike forward and back, whatever, to try to limit the chances of your tires getting a flat spot. This lifts it up, gives the suspension a rest, gives your tires a rest, and you can leave it just like this for several months. If you want to know more information about the stands, definitely check out the link in the description to my other video I just completed on unboxing and setting up these stands. Now, this is definitely something you guys are going to want to do every 400 miles, but especially right whenever you go to store the vehicle, and that's to clean the chain up. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to pick this up. I've got this chain up cleaner with a grunge brush, followed by this multi-purpose lube by MPPL, and lastly the chain wax here. All right, you guys, so the last thing that I believe you should do before putting your bike away for the winter is to get yourself a battery maintainer. In this case, I had the Battery Tender Plus, and I've got it hooked up to the battery now. It is solid red up top and blinking green below. That means the battery's actually over 80% charged, but not quite at 100%. I just hooked this up. You really don't want to, keep this maintainer up here, batteries, kind of across the garage. I'm definitely gonna put this in a position where it can stay without getting any moisture and without getting bumped by anything, because you definitely don't want these wires to touch. But getting this set up, for the winter will ensure that whenever you're going to start your bike in the spring, the battery is not going to be one of those limiting factors, in order for you to get back up out onto the road. One last quick thing to add. I had the charger up here just for demonstration purposes, but you're going to want to ensure that this charger is not near the battery. You want it as far away from the battery as the wires will allow, at least not directly above it like I have it here. So for long-term charging and maintaining of the battery, be sure to either set it on the ground or build yourself a shelf up against the wall, something like that, to keep it away from the battery, because there are slight fumes that can come off of the battery that may corrode the charger itself over time. So I just wanted to add that in quick. All right, thanks. I appreciate you guys watching this pretty extensive video, but pretty important in my opinion. If you have any questions or comments whatsoever, definitely leave them down in the comment section below. I'll try to get to each and every one of them. So Again, appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.